Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is go time. My name is Todd Grisham. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
It's time for our tale of the monster himself, Zhu Kang, fighting out of Beijing, China, an entire country. Hopes that this man can get the job done. One of the best featherweights in the world. Sugar Ray Robinson.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Beijing, China, introducing the acclaimed featherweight champion of the world, known as the Monster, Zhu Kang. Fighting out of the blue corner, from New York, here is one of boxing's all-time greats with 174 wins in his 201 fights. A welterweight champion of the world, a five-time middleweight champion of the world, Sugar.
All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the walking.
Right now, leave me alone, close it. All right.
These athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. And he misses with that jab. A perfect counter shot. These punches coming from every angle. So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait to see what goes down when the opening bell rings.
God, listen to them, listen to them. You can hear the noise, but you don't know what they're saying. It's that loud. I'm sorry, man. I'm shouting you here. I'm sorry.
And a counter left. Not many of the people in the division hit like them. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Another scoring shot there. You're not going to see a lot of finesse and skills from this guy. He wants to bury his forehead in your chest and pound away.
You fight the Swarmer, you've got to protect everything. The body with the elbows, the head with the forearm. You've got to try and push them off balance, because they will just stay in your face.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
Dominance.
What do we expect to see here in round two? Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. He just gets out of the way of that right uppercut. A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
You're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching you every move, that every twitch.
Punch, counter punch. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Both men step back for just a moment.
God, we've seen much more, much better. We've been spoiled. I'm not being unfair. I'm not being unfair saying it's a little boring. It's not boring. We've probably just been spoiled.
Left counter scores. Nice job landing that left counter punch. He missed with that jab. He fails to score with that left hook. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. He is down big time on the score.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round.
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's being hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
What can you expect between these two lighter weight fighters?
This is what you're going to get. You're going to get speed, good footwork. You're going to get punches thrown from head to body. You're going to get a lot of toe-to-toe. When you've got fighters at these weight divisions, they'll stand there. They don't need a ring. They need a phone box.
Nice job landing with that right-hand counter. Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down. That punch landed.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Nice counter shot with the right hand. Nice counter. Oh, that punch. Nice offensive display, landing that left counter. Robinson hit hard, and he may be ready to go. Looks like they're out of trouble. Nice counter shot. Nice exchange here from both men. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage. On to the fourth we go. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. This fighter's certainly not going to outthrow their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
That left counter was perfectly timed. That counter shot lands. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. And he just missed with that left jab. Lands with the right counter. These two are the perfect dance partners.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in the fight. You've got to relax.
Missed him with that uppercut. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Great counter right hand there. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
The bell, sometimes it can be.
On to the 5th we go. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They have 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive. Good counter-punching for both these athletes. He misses with that jab. We both know who the bigger power puncher is, the significant power difference. How would you handle that?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little phaser and pickpocket him.
Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Neither man really defending themselves. He misses with the left uppercut. Good counter-punching from both these fighters. He just misses with that jab. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent.
And there's the bell for round 6. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This fighter has tested their opponent's power and apparently isn't impressed as they continue to walk through all these power shots.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. You've got to go for those point areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
Good counter right hand again. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. And this is with that jab. There's a counter shot. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from. This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, someone can take you out with a simple jab. It can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Round 7, here we go. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt, you've got to get out there again. Be smart, be sharp. Don't be a fool, don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's gonna pop you off.
man really defending themselves. Why aren't they keeping their gloves up? Good left counter that lands. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
Todd, we know one of these fights can knock you out with a simple jab. They're that powerful. You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
Nice counter shot. Nice exchange here from both men. You can't throw out a lazy jab in this. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye.
And we enter the 8th round. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. Counter right. Nope, that jab not going to score. That left counter punch will score. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You could hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face. And they figure out the combination to this save. Beautiful counter shot. Got out of the way of that right hook. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this guy that can seriously hurt you?
Power, that power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at. This round could go either way, 10 seconds to go. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter. And the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
There's the bell to start round 9. Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment. That punch lands. Got to watch out for that uppercut. We're not seeing a lot of defense. and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down. Why are they throwing punches? They should be playing defense right now. They exchange punches. This fighter has tested their opponent's power and apparently isn't impressed as they continue to walk through all these power shots.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Neither fighter willing to slow down. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who. We've made it to round 10. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here. Through the hook, didn't land. Both men step back for just a moment. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it? That hook just can't find the target. Catch and shoot with the left counter. Good job. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. This is a high-octane battle. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. The perfect counter lands. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
Good round. I like that. I'm happy. Good man. And then let your shots go. Don't let him get back into...
And there's the bell for round 11. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Left punch. Catch and shoot. Good counter punching. Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fighters like that, and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Nice exchanges from both men in this round. That left scores. Nice counter punch. Beautiful counter punch. Nice exchange here from both men. sportsmen step back for just a moment. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
No, he's gone. I'm telling you, he's gone. Jump up.
On to the 12th. Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going. Good counter left hand there. You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Good counter punch. You'd like to see more jabs. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Punch, counter punch. When we talk about a fighter having power, don't just look at the head punches they throw. Look at the body shots. That could be the real difference. There's a counter shot. Neither man really defending themselves. The perfect counter lands. Blocks that jab. No rest for the weary. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Some might have thought it was a little bit closer, but in the end, the referees are in a unanimous agreement.
Unanimous. You know what? Smart that is. A total change of styles to make sure they got it. At every round in the bag, there was no argument, no discussion, no mistake. It was so obvious.